And welcome back. This July will mark 4 years since a beloved Memphis pastor was tragically killed during a carjacking back in 2022. Last year, a scholarship fund was created in memory of Dr. Reverend Artura Eason Williams by her alma mater, the Memphis Theological Seminary. But now, with the seminary is set to close this summer, a new student internship for local college students is being created to ensure her memory still lives on. Here to talk more about the program and how it's paying tribute to the Reverend is Dr. Mark Matheny of the United Methodist Neighborhood Centers. Mark, welcome back to 3 at 3. Good to see you, my friend.
Thank you, Alex.
I do want to ask you, first of all, I think you were telling me we have some breaking news here about the Memphis Theological Seminary. What's the latest there, since we know it's scheduled to close, but maybe is there some good news here, perhaps?
Some things are in process and some things are quite definite. The definite thing is that SMU, Perkins Seminary of SMU, which happens to be my alma mater, is stepping up and doing a teach out of all current students at MTS. In other words, all current students will be able to go on and complete their degrees, both the regular and the Doctor of Ministry, and then their degree will happen to be from SMU. But of course their start would be right here at MTS.
Because I know a lot of people in the Memphis community were so heartbroken when that news came out. And what were your thoughts about it?
Oh, I was so sad because, you know, we just had like a few months of the raising of funds for the Altura Scholarship. 2 persons received this. One appeared on your program,
right.
Reverend WREG James, and then another was Reverend Charlotte Knox of Little Rock. And so at least they received those scholarships. But Alex, we believe in always have a plan B.
Yeah, I like it.
And so the plan is simply to shift from the scholarship for seminary students over to college students at U of M, Lemoyne-Owen, Rhodes College, and CBU, and engage those interns in things in the community that Artura would certainly be involved in were she still with us.
Wow, it seems as if the program will actually, expand a little bit? I mean, involving some of these different colleges in the Memphis area?
That's right. That's the potential. We envision that in 2 or 3 years there might be 15 or 20 of these interns, and really doing a lot of good, not only through our agency, but with other nonprofits all around the city.
And Mark, when we have a chance to work with some of these young people that you just mentioned a little bit earlier, what does that mean to them? What does that mean for Artura Eason Williams' legacy living on?
It's really a manifestation of the resurrection. It really is. It's more than passing of the baton or legacy. It's a living example of how her influence and the tremendous loving witness she made can live through us.
Mm-hmm. What type of person was she? For those who may not remember the full story, what does she mean to you? What does she mean to so many in the Memphis community?
We went back pretty far because years ago I was superintendent. It is called district superintendent, right, in a district here in Memphis, and she was, quote, one of our stars, you know, coming from seminary and then being appointed, and so I was involved with that. And then we were also partnered up in some significant work, some of it right up until just right at her time of death. That included the Soul Force Initiative, which is a part of our neighborhood center work. A wonderful thing that's a special way that blacks and whites can get together and overcome racism. It's called Signposts. Mm-hmm. And she did a number of those things in addition to simply being a great pastor, great preacher, great leader.
Why was she so passionate, Mark, about those things?
Wow. Well, she's a Memphian. She was from Centenary United Methodist Church and was baptized actually by Reverend James Lawson years ago. And I think that she saw tremendous needs in our city, but also how God can use us to address those needs in a redemptive way, and to not be discouraged, but to always keep coming back and coming back. So in essence, what we're doing is sort of in spirit her coming back and still walking among us with a great phrase that she used called "in the grip of God's grace."
In the grip of God's grace. That says so much right there, Mark. It really truly does. For the entire Memphis community, for the Mid-South for that matter, how can we all be a part of this? And especially when it comes to funds, especially when it comes to her legacy and what you folks are doing.
Okay, well, obviously folks can give, and there are 3 ways or three designations that they might want to give for these donations to go. So let me tell you about those, Alex. The first is obviously the internships, and we'll be paying a stipend to these college students, a monthly stipend during typically a semester, or in this case this summer, for 3 months.
Okay.
And those funds will be, gained from our supporters, and we need that. And I know that you'll share the info on that.
By all means.
And then one of the key assignments for the students this summer will be what's called Senior United Memphis Sowers. That's S-O-W-E-R-S.
Okay.
It's simply growing vegetables. And the produce from their work and the work with their senior partners and churches and groups all around the city will go to food pantries and soup kitchens.
Wow.
And of course, we know the need is great there
That
with,
we do.
with the food deserts and with the cutbacks that have happened.
Sure.
We're going to identify with the farmers in many ways and be urban farmers in this. And there's bunches of folks that are already doing this that we hope to partner with. And then the third thing is that in July, we will sponsor the first annual James and Dorothy Lawson Children's Camp, a walk into nonviolence. And we'll be teaching kids K through 6 the principles of nonviolence as taught by James Lawson.
That is beautiful.
So those are the ways people can support us and root for us and volunteer.
Hey, Mark, before we wrap things up, there was something you were telling me earlier you would like to do and like to kind of share with our viewers today, because a lot of people may not realize you have a great voice when it comes to singing. And
I didn't tell you I had a great voice. Where did you hear that?
I've heard that before. So is there something you want to share with us before we go?
In 1980, when I was in my first round with the Neighborhood Centers as a young director, we came up with a theme song, and a young man named Jody Chambers, hello out there, Jody, if you're there, sang a duet, and it basically encapsulates the purpose of our whole mission. And it's to the tune, a very familiar tune of Swing Low, Sweet Chariot.
Okay.
So if you want me to, I'll...
Very quickly here, please.
It goes like this. Neighbors we strive to be, neighbors to the people in need, caring as Jesus taught us, neighbors to the people in need, neighbors to the people in need, neighbors to the people in need. Yeah.
Mark, I think my sources were right. You have a great voice there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alex.
Have you here, my friend, as always. Thank you for sharing the word.
Thank you.
All right.